Who's that?
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
She just switched hands with the radio. She's having trouble holding that thing. And again, it is massive. How much does that thing possibly weigh? Looks pretty massive to me. It's a walkie-talkie from the 1980s. Looks more like a cell phone from the 90s, actually. Oh, she is disobeying her commanding officer.
Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to
she's also disobeying her dad.
Choice to make here, Olga.
That's good.
Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
And she's also pregnant. So she refuses to leave even though she's in the middle of a dangerous situation and she's pregnant. And her dad, who is also her commanding officer, is trying to tell her to leave. I'm sure this couldn't possibly end badly.
Freeze.
Look, you see what happened?
Hands over your head. Now.
Now you got Solid Snake pointing a gun at your face.
Toss your gun overboard. Slowly. A woman. Show your face.
He sounds pretty surprised.
You're all the same.
Who are you?
Ah, what the hell? I just got a glimpse of her pit hair. Ew. Shave your pits. Come on. I'm too busy glaring at those incredibly hairy pits to pay attention to anything else.
Women too.
I'm a nomad. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it.
No, she is gonna toss it. She's gonna toss it right at your face. You better be ready to dodge, Snake.
Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
Turn around so I can get out my camera and take some pictures of that ass. Yes.
It's still clean.
Great observational skills.
Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
No, it isn't. And oh! Well, she tossed the knife, but not in the way I expected. She shot a little thingy out of the knife instead of actually tossing it. Oh, well, she did actually toss it. And missed by a mile.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz.
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
And now it's time for the first boss fight in the game. Alright, let's wait for her to make herself vulnerable.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. And these three were my parents. The unit is my
Oh, she is incredibly obsessed with the unit, whatever the hell that means. Alright. Sure in that ass.
I have no one. Nothing except the unit.
Ah, I couldn't run fast enough.
It matters to me.
Oh, so she could see me. Oh, ow. She keeps hitting me when I'm not expecting it.
Stopping us.
Well, she can't aim those grenades very well. She sucks at aiming those things. What the hell? Why is everything... Why did the camera keep moving around? That was weird. I'm having trouble trying to get a shot in on her. Every so often she goes up here so you can't actually shoot her, because you can't see her. And now she has no idea where I am. She honestly can't find me. So many question marks popping up above her head. Oh, now she saw me. Even though she wasn't even looking. That's interesting. Come on, get over here. I can't shoot you when you're just sitting over there. There we go, I finally got more damage on her. Alright, now there's one thing I'm gonna do beforehand. Oh, I ate a bullet to do it, but it's pretty important. If you don't shoot out that light, she will use it later in the fight, and make herself almost impossible to hit. Come on. Reel that ass. There we go. Second there, I was afraid she knew where I was, but I guess she doesn't. I shot her in the shoulder. It did massive damage. Now she's doing stuff with that thing. So I guess she's just gonna hide behind that thing. Oh, I hit her so many times she's limping around everywhere now. Headshot! I finished off the battle with a headshot. That took way longer than it should have, but whatever. I beat her. So didn't Otacon say that that tranquilizer gun is capable of taking down an elephant? Why does she have the stamina of like half a dozen elephants? And I'm pretty sure that having too much tranquilizer pumped into your body can actually kill you, so... We probably killed her and her unborn child. But at least we got a real gun now. What the hell's that thing? It's like a security camera on a life raft.
The ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man.
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after me
Oh,
here.
that's interesting.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher.
You know, I thought
team?
Cypher was just like a douchebag from Final Fantasy VIII, but
First the
apparently it's
Marines,
something else
then
now.
the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous
An
tip.
anonymous tip.
Anonymous. You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
Fox News says that hackers on
My
steroids.
stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was E.E.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her E.E.
Emma? Emma?
Just imagine some guy posting on Reddit or something like that about how
I figured it
they
was
gave
coincidence,
that
but
info
I
to
couldn't get it out
Otacon and
of
he
my
actually
mind.
believed it.
There's really no one out there who knows about her.
It's the first post on Reddit to get 1 million upvotes.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
So those really might have been lies from the Pentagon.
Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now.
Yeah, I'm sure you can,
but it
Snake.
takes a 9mm, just like the Marines M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Alright, so we've defeated Olga, and don't forget to do this if you're... We'll get a dog tag. I'm not entirely... I think those are useful for certain things, but those things that dog tags are useful for are not things that we're going to cover in this playthrough, so we're mostly just going to ignore them. And of course, there's also an item on top of this mast, but you have to do a lot of climbing to get to it. By that, I mean a lot of climbing. I mean, wow. And you'll obtain some thermal goggles. Fortunately, thermal goggles make the game look really ugly, especially in this light, if you try to use them. But makes things look like this, and that is not pleasant to look at. So I will try to refrain from using them during the playthrough, unless they're literally required to get past a certain part of the game. I think there's a certain part of the game where they are required, but I'm not sure. The only info I really have on the game for videos I've watched or anything like that was basically like a compilation of Darkside Phil playing the game and failing at it. So I don't think I really got that much info from that. Alright, so that guy's down. A wet box. It's the same as the regular cardboard box one, except it's wet and weak. Chances are, since it's so, it probably won't fool anyone since it's so weak. People will notice that it's been out in the rain and all that. And now we're back at Decky again. Oh hey, that's nice. There's some USB bullets right there. I'm gonna stick with the M9 though. Thankfully, the guy that was down here is gone now. In his place, there's this guy over here. We're going to have to wait for him to come back over here before we can actually fire at him, though. I shot him right in the eye. That's gotta hurt. That is a pain that lingers. Getting shot in the eye. Alright, now there's a guy right there. Ah.
There's somebody there.
That's what your curiosity gets you. And also, I still don't need this ration, so I'm just going to leave it behind. So I just need to go back to that other area where I needed I needed a real gun to show out the sensors. Wait, I don't need to show the sensors, but I need to show out the control unit for the sensors. That's what I meant to say. I think the route I'm taking would be the quickest way to get there. I go back out into the crew lounge. Surprisingly, he didn't see me. I gotta wait for him to fall unconscious. For some reason you can't go through this door, which is why I didn't try. I've been trying to commentate like this is blind, but it's actually not blind, so... But of course, later parts of the game will be blind, and I am going to teach this guy a lesson while sleeping on the job. There we go. He is down. I killed him and all the flies were buzzing around him dispersed. That's interesting. This guy right there. Thankfully, he didn't get a chance to see us, and there's some USP bullets right here because you need the USP to move on. So first of all, let's close this locker door. Close this locker door so we have a little bit more space to maneuver around. So if you trip any of the sensors, the explosives will immediately go off, and it's an instant game over for reasons that should be pretty obvious to anyone who actually found this video. This sensor up there, and this sensor is one of the ones that got me. You can get a little bit closer to it, but still kind of difficult to see, even if you get as close as you possibly can to it. That is the thing you're supposed to shoot right there. And also another little interesting thing. You can shoot the bag of flour, and it will reveal any lasers that are still active. Of course, the bag of flour only works once, I'm pretty sure, but it is useful to a certain point. Alright.